Hi there, and welcome to part 2 of my series on using the gift bag punch board from Stampin' Up. And today I want to talk to you about what you do if you want to make a bag larger than the largest size that the bag is designed for. And to do that, all you really need to do is decide how big you want your bag to be. You take the height that you wish your bag to be, and you add 1 1/4 inches for the punched flaps that go in this section to form the base of the bag. And then you decide on how wide you want your bag to be, and then you have to add on sufficient for the side and for a bit of a flap so that you can stick it together. In the UK, or if you're working in centimetres, you'll want to add 6.7 centimetres to the width of your bag. Or if you're in America or you prefer to use imperial measurements, then you need to add 2 5/8 of an inch to the width of your bag. The bag I'm making today, I've sized just nicely so that you could get a set of cards and some envelopes in there, maybe to give as a gift. They are UK sized cards, so Americans or Canadians using your size of card, which is slightly different to ours, you might want to make some minor adjustments to the size of the bag, but it's still a nice sized bag anyway, and you could use it for anything. So the 2 pieces of paper that I have got today measure 20 centimetres deep by 19 centimetres wide, and in imperial that is 7 7/8 of an inch deep and 7 1/2 inches wide. You need 2 pieces, and each piece will be a front or back panel, a side panel and a flap with which to stick them together. So you start off just like we did yesterday, popping a piece of paper into the board, pushing it right up inside this part, and with the left hand edge lined up on the start line. We're going to punch, and we're going to score on the side line, this side line here. We're going to create the side first, whereas yesterday we did a front or a back first. We're going to do a side first today. We're going to score all the way down. If your paper extends off the end of the board like mine does, be careful that you don't fall off the end of the board with your scoring tool. If you do, you risk ripping a hole in your paper, and that's to spoil it. So we're doing the side first. I want that gusset in there, so I'm going to score that centre side line, and I'm going to score the 2 triangles. I'm then going to slide the piece of paper left till that side score line that I did lines up with the notch on the punching mechanism, and I'm going to punch again. That gives me the flap, that gives me that side panel. And you'll notice I forgot my horizontal lines again. I did warn you that I would, so I'm going to go and put that in now all the way across so I don't forget again. Okay, so we've got the side panel for our bag. Now we need the main body of the bag, and I've given you measurements, so the easiest way to do it is now to line the right hand piece of paper up with the small bag score line, and then we're going to score that side line again all the way down. Careful you don't fall off the edge of the board. And then finally we're going to slide it to the right again so that that score line is on the punch of the notch. Oh, sorry, the notch of the punch. And we're going to punch again, and there we've given us our front panel a nice flap as well. And we've got a side flap or tab for sticking the 2 pieces together. So you just need to repeat that with your second piece of paper. So pop that in, left hand edge on the start line, punch, and we're scoring the side, the centre of the side, the triangles, and we'll put that horizontal line in while I'm thinking about it. You're now going to take that side score line, line it up with the notch on the punch, punch again. Now we're going to slide the paper all the way across until the right hand side is on the small bag line, and then we're going to score that side line again, and finally across so that that's lined up with the punch, and punch again. And there we have our 2 pieces all ready to stick together to make our bag. If you wanted to punch holes in the top for a handle, now would be the time to do it. So I'm going to do that again. I'm going to turn the punch round so that I don't bump into my tripod, and I'm going to punch on the main score line. So you've got this one, this one. Ignore that centre side, but we'll do this edge. And the same with my other piece. I've got, not very straight, that one. The left of the main panel, the right, and then the outside of the flaps. Or the side, sorry. Okay, so here are our 2 pieces. So now we just need to stick them together. So we remove that little piece there, that half a notch on the edge of the flap. We don't need that. And I neaten up the top edge as well to give it, so it'll just be a little bit neater when you come to stick them together. So the same on the other piece. Notch out of that, take that little piece away. Okay. And we've got some more of our tear and tape. And I'm going to put that along that flap that we've created. There we are. And again on the other piece. Okay. And then I'm going to fold my score lines. I find it a bit easier to do before I tape it up. And give those bit of a tweak. Got to try to remember not to come upwards with my paper so that I'm close to the camera. I keep doing that. I noticed I did that yesterday. Okay, now they're all folded, we can stick them together. So just take the backing off the tape there and stick this panel, the side from this one onto the flap of that one, and then repeat on this side. Okay, and then repeat with the other flap and the other side. Take the tape off, or take the tape backing off, sorry, don't take the tape off. Line these up, hopefully. There we go. So here we are. A bit more tape on the base of the box. If it's a bit long, you can just rip the extra off. That's quite good. Take the backing off again. So side flaps in and flap in. Like I say, make sure it's sort of square before you stick it down. You might want to add some adhesive to those side flaps. I haven't done it just for speed today, but if I was making them to use and to give, then I probably would pop some of the adhesive on the side flaps as well. So there's our bag all created. So I've got the bag I made yesterday, which was the large width, that the largest width of bag that the board can do. And as you can see, the one I've made today is quite a bit larger. And I say I've sized it so that I can put cards and envelopes in there as a gift. I've got some more of this green twine that I found that happens to coordinate, and I don't have anything else that coordinates, so we're having to use it. I'm going to pop it through here. I'm going to pop it through here, and I'm going to do a handle this time. I tied it yesterday. I want to do a handle this time today, I think. So I want to work out how much twine I need and where I'm going to put my knot. I think I want my knot inside perhaps. So I'm going to remove a little, take the twine out of that hole there. I'm getting all in a muddle now, look at me. Okay. And I want to cut this. I've got far more twine than I need. And I'm going to feed this through this hole so that then these are inside. Like I say, I've got far more. Work out how long I want them to be. That's fine. There. So I'm just going to pop a quick knot in there. Don't waste as much twine as I'm wasting, will you? Okay, I'll trim that excess twine off in a minute. I just want to show you quickly. So there we go, with a handle on it now, and just perfectly sized to pop some cards and envelopes in for a gift for somebody. So that's how you create larger gift bags with your gift bag punch board. Thanks for stopping in today.